Boom, bada bang. Episode 76. We're back and better than ever. So NASA has recently confirmed that there are over 5,000 exoplanets. You know, they say that there's like trillions and trillions of planets. They say that, but with the telescopes they've got, they've actually like not necessarily seen, but have been able to verify that they are dense balls of stuff. They aren't necessarily sure if they're gas or rock, but they've got 5,000 of them. And they are sure if they're gas or rock.
I was going to say, if it was gas, it wouldn't be livable, right?
Yeah. So, well, there are a few of them that are gas, though. So it's 5,005 exoplanets confirmed. I got my notes here, so I'm about to start spitting some shit. There's 1,500 gassy planets. So, like, what are the ones in our solar system gassy? Like Neptune? Isn't that a gassy one?
I think Neptune is. Jupiter's definitely gas.
And then 200 that are small and rocky. And then,
like
well, I'm not exactly sure. They didn't really specify. Maybe it kind of like ours, I guess. Maybe something like Mars, shit like that. Maybe like the moon, something like that. And then there's 1,600 that are considered super Earths, which are larger versions of Earth, but not as big as Neptune. So okay. Those are I think those are the potential ones that are on there. I put in here, it doesn't say they have anything to do with like the fact that it has water or grass or atmosphere or anything. That's not why they call them a super Earth, just because of the size is why they call it a super Earth.
But it wouldn't be an exoplanet if it wasn't in the range, right? It wasn't in the Goldilocks range?
Right.
So they might have water.
Yep. And so they're finding all these with the Hubble Space Telescope. And the one that we've talked about before on here, the James Webb Space Telescope, they're going to be able to start like figuring out whether or not these planets have atmosphere, whether or not how hot they are, how cold they are, shit like that.
Wow.
Because this one the James Webb reads, is it radiation? Is that right? Let me see if I put it on here. Wasn't that right? Infrared.
It's infrared. Yeah.
Infrared, yeah. So it reads heat, so you'll be able to tell how hot it is, how cold it is, if it's livable and stuff like that. So they say most stars, is what they're saying now, have an exoplanet. So every star that you see has got an exoplanet. Trillions of stars. So trillions of exoplanets, potentially. Trillions of livable areas for other types of biological life. Or maybe not even biological, but some sort of life.
It had to be biological, right?
Could you imagine? I don't know. It might not be. I think it would have to be. I think any sort of life would have to come from water,
living,
stuff like that.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah.
I think any of it would have to come from water, but their evolution could be completely different than ours, so they could look completely different.
Yeah, like in Rick and Morty, where they have that guy that breathes heroin.
Yeah.
It could be something completely different.
His whole atmosphere is heroin. Like, this guy's a drug addict. Yeah, exactly like that. Yeah. It could be like some sort of floating entity. No, it probably couldn't be that, but some sort of gas bubble. So far you can only tell the mass, diameter, and density. But the James Webb Telescope is going to be able to tell infrared stuff, so they're going to be able to find out a lot more. I don't know if you're going to be able to like zoom in and see people. They're going to look up and be like, I point at the camera.
like posing and shit.
We on Earth 3, baby. What's going on? But yeah, so NASA's been hard at work. I've been trying to like find some science shit to talk about, something cool like that.
That's so cool. I wonder how much longer do we have until the James Webb Telescope starts, until it's like active?
It was like 6 months, I think, whenever we talked about it last. I can't remember when we talked about it though.
I think, didn't we say it was going to be like a month to get into orbit and then 6 months to get like the first pictures back?
Yeah, because they're going to run checks and tests for so long.
We should be getting pretty close then, yeah?
Decently close. I don't know how long it's been though. It might have been like 2 weeks ago we talked about that. I'm not really sure. It was probably like I don't know, a good couple months maybe. But James Webb's supposed to be able to read the infrared and potentially I don't know if it can pick up on like the radio waves and shit like that, but if the planet was giving off that sort of frequency, that would probably be an indicator of some sort of intelligent life if they had radio waves.
It would have to be, right?
Yeah, because I don't think radio waves are. I don't know if they're emitted by anything naturally. I have no idea. I don't think you have not naturally radios in the environment, is there?
Not that I know of.
I don't think that's exactly what it means, but I don't really. It's going to be interesting to see what they can find.
I feel like we have to, at some point, whether it's in our lifetime or not, we will eventually find will eventually have confirmed life.
Yeah.
If it's just too, there's just like the probability of it's way too high to not.
You think it'll be
Way too
advanced, or
high.
you think they're going to find like a puddle of
I
some amoeba?
I don't think it'll be advanced.
Yeah.
No, but I do think we'll find
like mosquitoes or something flying around on some other world.
some sort of little bugs or
Yeah.
germs or something like that. Yeah.
What if we go to one of these worlds and there's like massive bugs? You know how they used to say bugs used to be a fuck ton bigger because there was a lot more oxygen?
Yeah, that's all because of the oxygen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely
What if that's how they are on
possible.
these super Earths that they're able to see? Like they zoom in a little bit and there's just like these fucking 8-foot spiders crawling around everywhere.
I mean, it would make sense if the planet was twice as big for the stuff on the planet to be twice as big, right? Seems reasonable to me.
You just nuke the whole planet like 6 times over, and we can go inhabit it. It'd be terrifying. Like, would you even want to try and land there? It'd be like landing in some fucking Jurassic Park shit.
Yeah, kind of, because that'd be cool as fuck. I mean, I wouldn't want to do it right now, but when I'm like 60 or something,
You
hell,
wanna go check
way
it
to
out?
go, hell
Go
yeah.
get eaten by a fucking 10-foot spider.
I mean, it'd be sick to see.
You see like 10-foot butterflies flapping around everywhere around there, dude. That would be insane. You probably wouldn't even be able. It'd be so hard to inhabit a planet like that if it was already overrun with insects.
Yeah, it'd probably be impossible.
We wouldn't even. What would be the point in going? I wouldn't want to go there.
But would we even have to worry about it? Insects here don't eat meat, so they probably wouldn't eat us.
Oh well, yeah, that's true.
I guess spiders do, so we don't have to worry about spiders. But like butterflies and shit like that,
Butterfly will come eat you. Might if it's fucking 10-foot fucking that big though. They might have evolved to eat meat. They might be so big they ate off all the cavemen or something.
so the whole oxygen thing, if you were to just this house, let's say, if you were to have pumps that pumped in extra oxygen, would we get bigger?
Probably not. But yeah, probably not. I think it would take like evolution wise. We'd have to.
Don't you think it would be better for us? Like more beneficial though? The more oxygen, the better.
I think so, but I think you can get too much. Like you can huff too much of that shit. You know, you can get it in.
I think
hands.
if you get like pure oxygen, it'll kill you, right? I think it's toxic to us.
Like carbon monoxide.
Is that what that means?
Oh, that's CO, but that's not CO2. That's just CO. That's poisonous because it has a higher affinity for your hemoglobin than what CO2 does.
Mm.
So carbon monoxide latches on instead of the CO2 and you die that way.
I'm pretty sure my dad told me a story about his sister, so my aunt, but that one time she was in a car and there was somehow she got too much carbon monoxide and she like forgot basically everything.
Yeah.
She was like 12 or something and had to like relearn everything.
Holy shit. Brain damage or something like that?
Yeah, I think so, something, but I don't remember exactly what it was, but
Yeah, because
Nasty,
that's how
but-
people kill themselves in cars and shit in the garage. They turn the car on and then roll the windows down. And I think you just pass out and then you die.
how long do you think that would take?
You know,
I feel like it'd take a while to fill up a whole...
grab the GoPro. Let's go in the garage. Let's test this out. I don't know. It probably
I feel like it'd take a while.
not hours. Probably tens of minutes.
So think about that if you're warming up your car in the winter in the garage.
Yeah, don't go in the. You definitely crack the garage in the winter. You crank the car up to warm it up. Crack the garage because you'll die if you walk out there. Not immediately, but if you go out there and play on your phone for a little bit, waiting for it to warm up, you might die. I don't even remember how we started talking about this. Oxygen,
Oxygen, yeah.
big bugs, massive mosquitoes, bro. Those suck your blood. You get like a 4-foot mosquito
that's
coming at
true.
you. Ah!
That would be scary as
Fucking
fuck.
3-foot long stinger thing.
It just like stabs through you like a spear.
Just impales you. They don't even fucking drink your blood. They just kill you. That would be terrifying. So
Yeah.
this is some stuff we have to look forward to whenever the James Webb Telescope starts seeing all this stuff. You had some good stories. What do you got?
Oh, the story I want to tell you.
Yeah.
So I'm driving home the other day, and it's a story about just like perfect timing. Like couldn't have been any better. So I'm just driving, and there's a few cars in front of me, and one of them's turning left, and there's a bunch of cars coming the other way. So I'm sitting there waiting, and I'm sitting there waiting for like a good little while for all these cars. Like I can see the line of cars coming up the highway, and I can tell I'm gonna be sitting here for a minute until all these cars pass. So I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking about it, and I'm like, I could just go around these cars on the shoulder, and go on. I was almost to my turn anyway. So I was like, I could just go right around. And then I thought to myself, no, I better not. My luck would be a fucking cop right up there. So about when I thought that, a car comes flying. They weren't going super fast, but way too fast to be driving on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Comes flying by me and the other few cars. And I wait just a little bit longer, and the cars finally turn off in front of me. And right as the cars turn off, the first thing I see is a fucking state trooper with blue lights on, pulling my car over. And I was like, yes! It's like, thank God. Thank God I didn't think to do that.
Dude, you got lucky.
It just couldn't have been any better. Like, the timing, how it was perfect.
If he wouldn't have came by, you probably would have done it.
I was considering it. Yeah. I was considering it. But I thought, I might as well just fucking wait. It's not worth getting a ticket for. And then they fucking did, and I was like, oh, that's sick.
Should have drove by and be like, fuck you. Or thank you. Something like that. That's how the universe works, dude. You think they got a ticket? Was they went on the shoulder, you said, right?
Yeah, on the shoulder.
Yeah,
drove past.
They're fucked.
Yeah. I'm not supposed to do that.
Went to prison. Probably met Big Mike and the boys.
Dirty Mike.
They're Dirty Mike and the boys, yeah. They're done. They're done for. Cock meat sandwich. All right, so let's talk about the big story.
Oh,
the topic of discussion.
Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth.
I will. Okay.
I will.
He said, motherfucker.
The best part about that whole thing to me is Sunday we were here.
Yeah.
I was here, and you were scrolling through trying to find something to watch, and you're like, oh, the Oscars are on now, you want to watch it? And I was like, no, that shit sucks. That's super fucking boring. Nobody watches it. Nobody cares about it.
Ain't nothing gonna happen.
And then like the biggest story, I think it overtook Mr. Beast's Squid Games video for the most viewed thing ever.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like Mr. Beast's video, he had it was like 100 and something million views in the first 24 hours, and this hit like 200 million.
So was it fake or was it a real? Was it a stunt?
I think it was definitely real.
You think it was legit? You think he did it out of passion and love for his wife?
See, I thought it was fake when I was watching it. When I first saw it, Blaine sent us the video.
Yeah.
And I had just pulled into my driveway, and I was watching it, and I was like, "Oh, this shit's fake." They're doing like a bit kind of thing. And then I heard the other version that came out a little bit later, where you could hear Will screaming at him, and I was like, "Oh, that shit sounds real. That sounds real."
He is an actor, though. He's an actor. He gets paid millions of dollars to fool you.
Yeah, you're right. I still think it was real. And the slap, the way the slap was, like you could hear that shit.
Yeah.
And the mic, like it sounded like.
I've seen shit on Twitter though of Chris Rock. He's leaning into it and he's grimacing before. I've seen pictures, and I also apparently the slap was, I don't know if this was real or not, if this was a joke or not, but apparently like Will Smith had learned how to hit in one of his recent movies, and he did the same thing that somebody had taught him in the movie, like as a movie hit. So
well, okay, how about this? The slap was real. He really hit him.
He definitely hit him.
But
whether or not it was, could
it have been staged?
Yeah,
definitely could have been.
Like
staged.
WWE, it's not fake. It's scripted.
Yeah.
There you go. They actually hit each other in WWE, but it's scripted. They're supposed to do it.
Yeah, they know it's coming. They know what to do.
If whether or not it was scripted, it got the Oscars. Everybody's talking about the Oscars again.
Which blows my mind that anybody still watches that.
Yeah. Then he got an Oscar after that.
That pissed me off. That's so much bullshit.
Apparently they asked him to leave, but he refused. The Academy Awards asked him to leave, but he didn't.
I don't believe that for a second.
Everybody says, like, they're just covering their ass.
They're covering their ass, 100%. Like, I just feel like it shows how out of touch all these people are, that they could just watch something like that happen and then just, like, go on, like, oh, that's fine. Whatever.
No big nice deal. One, Fresh Prince. Nice.
And apparently, it's, or not apparently, I don't know why I keep saying apparently, but I've seen a lot of people saying that it could set a bad precedent for like comedy shows. Like somebody just doesn't like a joke that you say,
really
and they come up and just fucking hit you.
Really anything like that. Anything where you're talking in front of people.
Yeah. So that's
like
what comedians
a comedy show, a political thing. Yeah, it could be like anything like that.
Come up and punch you in the fucking nose. And nobody did anything about it, so...
It really blows my mind.
It's like, oh, I can do that and just get away with it? What?
You have to kick him out. Like, you have to.
Yep.
There's no, like, should we do this? It doesn't matter. I don't care if he won the fucking Oscar. Kick him out.
Send it to his house.
Some people were saying they should take his Oscar away, and I disagree with that completely. I think he won the Oscar.
Yeah.
Give it to him. But
That's not related, really.
But what makes me mad is if me or you had done that, if we walked up on stage and slapped Chris Rock, we would be banned from the Academy,
Yeah.
like from the Oscars, wherever they did it. We would also be banned from the hotel, wherever it was hosted at.
Yeah.
We'd be banned from that for life.
Yep.
For life. And Will gets to go back to his seat and sit down. Like, come on. I
Not
get
good.
he's Will Smith, but what are you doing? What are you doing, man? It's ridiculous.
He lost his fucking mind. Jake Paul offered them both $15 million to fight it out in the ring.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
I don't know. They haven't taken it for some reason. I don't know why. They have a lot of money, but Jesus, $15 million to settle it would be great.
That's another thing that makes it seem more stage is they're both going to win financially from this.
Yeah.
They're both going to make a lot of money from it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Will released a book recently, apparently.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Say. And I bet his book sales went up. I bet whatever, like, things he does in the future, I bet he'll make some money from it.
Yeah.
And Chris Rock just started a comedy tour, and his ticket sales went from, like, it was, like, tens of dollars to, like, thousands of dollars overnight.
Really? See, the more you look into it, the more it seems like an elaborate scheme.
Definitely could be.
So what pisses me off is that we'll never know.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to come over here and tell us. I need to just call Chris Rock. I need to talk to Jaden. See what Jaden knows about it. Jaden Smith, the homie. What's up, dog? What happened with the slap? I think Brett's fake.
So here, I want to talk about the other options because Will walks up, slaps Chris takes it, and goes back to his seat.
Yep.
But what happens if Will walks up, smacks him, and it knocks Chris out?
Oh, he just drops to the ground.
Just drops him.
Just...
What happens then? Then what do they do?
Ooh. I bet he gets kicked out then.
Okay.
I bet he gets kicked out then. Do they pick Chris up and have him keep going, or do they pick somebody else to keep hosting?
I feel like you'd have to have somebody else. You can't. After people get knocked out, they're fucked up for a while.
Yeah.
You can't just let them talk.
Be incoherent. Yeah, I don't know. Or what happens if Chris hits him back? Or like Will turns around to walk back to his seat, and Chris just like takes off after him and spears him onto the ground off the stage or some shit.
That would have been sick to see.
Then they separate it.
Cooler.
Then people come in. I bet they shut it down after that.
And then another scenario, Chris sees it coming, and Will swings at him, and Chris dodges it and whiffs, and then they're both just standing there looking at each other. Then what happens?
He's like, what? Wouldn't that be crazy?
Because that would be.
I don't even think Chris swings back after that. You think he's still just like,
I don't think he would have swung back.
what's going on now, huh?
I'm curious what Will would have done. Does he try to slap him
Do you
again?
go for another one?
Yeah.
You just kind of like look at his hand and look back at the crowd and then walk back to the seat.
That stuff would be interesting. All these scenarios that could have played out.
There's plenty of universes where that probably happened. There's a universe right now where Will Smith was hosting and Chris Rock came up and slapped him. Did you see the thing that Ricky Gervais said about it? You know who that is? He said they asked him. He was like, what would you have done in that scenario?
Oh yeah.
He said, if I was Chris Rock, I wouldn't have made a. What did he say?
He said I wouldn't have made a joke about her hair. I would have made a joke about her boyfriend.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome. I fucking love Ricky Gervais.
Could you imagine?
He's such a savage.
He should have fucking been the one doing it. I wouldn't have made a joke about her hair. I would have made a joke about her boyfriend. You think he would have? Think he would have closed-handed that one? Think he would have caught him with a knuckle sandwich on that one?
Maybe. The whole thing is just a bunch of bullshit. How are you not cool with someone talking shit about your wife's hair, but you are cool with letting some other guy fuck your wife?
Hey,
How is that?
he's a cuck.
It doesn't make any sense at all.
He likes it.
I think that's what it was. I don't think he was that mad about the joke. I think this was just the straw that broke the horse's back.
Yeah,
Because
he's getting tired of
He
it.
probably feels so like demasculated
Oh
from
yeah.
talking about that on their show and shit.
And then he fucking says it on the Oscars. Like
yeah.
nobody watches it, but still, it's pretty. People are gonna see clips everywhere. Maybe he did that to send a message about the jokes. He's like, I'm fucking tired of this shit,
Yeah,
man.
That's what it was. He's tired of being made fun of.
Well, it didn't help anything.
Yeah,
it only made it worse.
It made it worse. Andrew Schultz, the first 3 minutes of this
Oh,
podcast.
dude, I saw
You see
the
it?
clip. He posted the clip of it on his Instagram. Oh my god, ruthless! If you haven't seen that, you need to go watch it. It's very funny.
Yeah.
He's making his way into the comedy scene hard. He's coming in fast. Old Schultz boy. We'd have to get some tickets and go see him at some point.
I
That'd
would
be
love
dope.
that. I would love that. He might be one of my top comedians I'd want to see because
Really?
of the way he does crowd work and
Yeah,
stuff. And the way he talks shit to people. That would
Oh,
be
yeah.
so cool to see.
definitely. You watched the Hasbulla interview yet with Caleb, dude?
I saw that he like threw the shoe, but I didn't see.
I haven't seen the
other
interview
part
yet
of it.
either. I can't imagine that it's going to be too extreme, but who knows? I don't even know anything about this Hasbulla dude, but the interview is probably where I learn it.
I wish he'd fight that singer.
Who?
The person that he's been planning on fighting is a singer who has a similar type of disorder. That
Don't
he
they kind of
has.
look the same?
I mean, they're about the same size.
Okay, yeah, I
similar
think I know what
size.
you're talking about, yeah. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Well, 20 minutes. Pretty good episode. Hey, call to action. Thanks for listening, everybody. Please like the video. If you're watching on YouTube, will you subscribe to the channel and like the video? And if you're listening on Spotify, I said like it already, but I don't think you can like it on Spotify. I think you can just like follow me. You can rate the podcast. Give me a 1 out of 5. Give me a 5 out of 5. I don't know if you can leave a comment or not, but if you can,
No, I don't think
you can't. Damn it. Talk some shit if you can. But we'll see you next week. Thanks for all you do for me.
Peace out.
Peace out.